Welcome back to another incredible episode of Unapologetically Shaun, where we talk about a splash of pop culture, any and everything that has to do with our mind, body, and soul, and any and everything that I like to talk about. So if you are interested in today's episode, stay tuned, and remember, you can listen to Unapologetically Shaun everywhere on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor, Amazon Music, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Audible, and on Wednesday at midnight on my YouTube channel, Life with Shaun. So make sure you go and follow the podcast on all of these platforms. And let's get into today's episode. So today for episode 9, the title and the topic is called Depression Won't Break Me. Now, I've talked about depression in a few podcast episodes, and I actually have an episode, probably like the second episode I ever did of Unapologetically Shaun. I think it's called The D Word, and it has everything about depression in there. But I wanted to talk about my battle, my struggle with depression. And I think I really want to be really transparent and open today, because lately I have been battling, like fighting for my life when it comes to depression. And I've been in spaces similar where I felt hopeless, or I felt defeated, or I felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. And like me going to therapy and being open and transparent about what I have been experiencing when it comes to depression has opened my eyes that I'm not alone. Of course I knew I wasn't alone, but it actually, my therapist gave me some ideas on why I have these thoughts, and and that a lot of people have experienced this thought as well. And I didn't know like a name of it, because of course I don't want to die, but sometimes you get into a headspace where you don't want to be here, and you're tired of feeling sad and hopeless and just not yourself. And so you just like, I just want the pain to go away, but you don't want to hurt anyone, you don't want to hurt yourself, like, or anything like that. And of course I don't want to hurt myself, so please don't think that I'm talking about I want to take myself out, unalive myself. No, that's not what I'm saying, because I wouldn't do that. I know the pain of losing someone, and I wouldn't put my children through that. But of course I've had thoughts like that. I'm not going to say I never had those thoughts. I've had those thoughts even when I was probably as young as maybe like 12, as I can remember, of having those thoughts. And, I've always had the thoughts. I never attempted, never came up with a plan or anything like that. But it's true. I've been there, and I'm not going to sugarcoat my pain. I'm not going to sugarcoat what I've felt or thought or anything. And it's like lately, the pressure of responsibility, trying to find another job, not feeling trapped, because right now I do feel kind of trapped. And like sometimes you feel like, oh man, I have to sacrifice everything that I want for things that you don't want. You have to do things that you don't want to do. And sometimes when you have depression, it's hard to try to see the good in things, or try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so when you have all these pressures and life starts to get very overwhelming, then you start to think, well, goodness, how would it feel if I wasn't here, And so I learned that those are suicidal ideations. And I never knew, like, what is suicidal ideations? Oh my goodness, where's my mind? And when my therapist talked about that, I was like, what is that? I never heard of it. But basically, suicidal ideations is the thought of suicide. It's not the actual planning and going through with it. It's just actually having the thoughts. And many of us have experienced that once in our life. Like, you actually thought like what it would feel like to not be here, to not have to worry about all of these things that's going on in the world and things like that. And I will be honest, like, I've been struggling the past couple weeks, like struggling. And if it wasn't for my children, like, I don't know if I would want to even continue to subscribe to this world. Like, honestly, I'm here for my kids. I would never put them in a position where they had to be without me because of me. Like, I feel like that's selfish to put them through that, because I know that pain of not having a parent, you know. And yes, they have their father, but it's nothing like having your mother. And I know what it feels like to not have your mother, you know. And so I would never do my babies like that. I would never do that. So that's why I fight so hard. Like, I'm having like an internal battle fighting, and I really feel like I'm being attacked inside. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like you fighting for your life and you being attacked, and like everything that is good, it seems like it's stopping you from doing good. And that's what I feel like. I really feel like I'm being attacked. And I don't know if, I don't want to get all religious or whatever, but I am going to get spiritual. And I really feel like I'm being attacked, and I must be onto something good soon, because it's just been attacking me like crazy lately. Like, I have been literally crying and like feeling hopeless. And this time around, I never reach out. People do not know that I battle with depression as bad as I do, because I mask it so good. I mask it to a point where you would think that everything's good, that I don't even go through anything, like I'm the strongest person in the world. But in reality, I am like breaking inside. I'm fighting for my life inside. Like, I'm battling. And what day was that? I think it was a couple days ago. Of course, you're not gonna hear this for like a couple weeks, but it got so bad, like I had to reach out. And normally I don't tell people what I'm going through. I just go through it. I push through it. And I just knew that I was like, I have to speak to somebody, because this is just too much. And so I reached out to my aunt and just told her how I was feeling, because I'm like, this is like, I need to tell somebody that what I'm going through, because they don't know. People don't know that I'm going through this. Besides my husband, like, he knows what I go through, but I don't know if he truly understands how deep it is, you know. Because I don't like to express that side of me, because sometimes I admit I feel ashamed that I even have to experience this, you know. Like, I hate having depression. I wish it would just go away. Like, why do I have to have this? And I mean, of course, things happen, traumatic experiences happen that contribute to depression. And it could be, you know, in my genes, because of course my father has a mental illness. I don't know what it is. He won't get help. But it definitely could be in the genes why I have depression. And my mother dealt with depression because of things that happened in her life. So, you know, I wish I didn't have to experience it, but I guess God placed this on me for a reason. And I guess this message, I had to express it to the world, because I know it's so many other people that are battling with depression and anxiety, and it's so hard to deal with sometimes. It's so hard to just keep going. And so lately I have been reading the Bible, because that was one of my goals for 2023, is to read the whole Bible, because I want to know the Bible for myself, not what other people tell me. And so I have been reading the Bible. I think I'm on, what am I on? Let's see. I'm going to grab my good old Bible. You can't see it, but I'm going to grab it and tell you what chapter I'm on. Oh, I'm on Judge. That's what I'm on. And so, yeah, I listen to the Bible and I follow along with my physical Bible. So YouTube does have the Holy Bible Audible on there, so you can listen to each chapter if you feel like you can't read the physical Bible or you don't understand it, or if you just like to listen to books and things like that. Yes, YouTube has it on there, and then when you listen to it, it makes you feel like you are back in those times as well. So I enjoy listening to it. And then last night I started to I have this like coloring journal, because I heard that, you know, coloring helps too with like your anxiety or in depression or anything like that. Just doing the simplest thing can really help. So I have this coloring journal, and I decided to listen. So I think I had to listen to Deuteronomy. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I be butchering words. You know what I'm talking about. I had to finish that chapter, and so I decided to listen to it and color in my little coloring journal, and I felt at peace. Even the day where I had to reach out to my aunt because of how bad I was feeling, I listened to the Bible that day, and I felt more at peace, at ease. So it helped me feel better. Even crying helped me feel better, because I think I had to get those emotions out. So that's why I decided to cry it out. But listening to the Bible, I feel like it's helping me to like just find some peace, because of course the Bible do talk about depression and all of that, but I haven't got to that part yet. I did listen to a Bible study on YouTube as well from, I forgot the YouTuber's name, but she broke it down in different chapters or whatever, where it talks about depression. And so I'm just trying to find how to manage it. And so I feel like reading the Bible will help me as well, because I need to get closer to God, and I need to find that relationship, because I think that the way of the world and me being consumed in this world is really breaking me, and I will not allow anything to break me in this world. And so that's why I have to strengthen my relationship with God, because I know in my heart of hearts, in my soul, that God will provide for me, and I don't have to worry or stress about how things are going to be, because I know that my life is destined for greatness. So I shouldn't have to stress or worry about what's going to be next. And so I think that plays a part with like my anxiety too, because of the unknown. I don't know what's next. I don't know which direction my life is going. I don't know if I'm on the right track sometimes, and I feel like I am, but sometimes your mind you overthink, and you're like, am I really on the right track? Why is this happening to me? And you start questioning God, and I think like that has to do with anxiety. So that's why I'm trying to do different things to help me manage this depression and this anxiety that I experience. And I hope that me expressing what I've been going through is helping the next person with battling their battle too, because I tell you, it's a tough fight to continue to move forward and to grow from the things that you go through. And so I'm truly on this soul searching journey and this healing journey, because man, it is beating me up. So I guess me in this fight, I'm definitely on that healing journey, and there will be good in the end. You know, I won't give up on myself. I won't continue to dwell on things that I cannot change, and I just have to know that God has me, and I don't have to worry. And I hope that you understand that God has you and you don't have to worry either. And try not to let the world break you down, because this world is nothing but evil. It's just nothing but chaos and evil and just crazy things going on. Just don't allow it to break you. And that's this me talking to myself as well. Like, I cannot allow it to break me, because I know that I'm being attacked because something inside of me is great and that I'm supposed to give to the world. So I can't give up on myself now. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I can't do that to my family. I can't do that to my children. I have to keep moving forward. And I hope that you all keep moving forward and that you take my message and my story and my experience, and I hope that it helps you to get through to another day, to keep fighting and keep being great, because you are great and you have a gift. I always tell everybody on each one of these podcasts is that everybody has a gift and we have to share it with the world. And I have a gift, and I know I have a gift, and I have to continue to keep pushing through, keep fighting, keep being great, keep being Shaun, and things will be better. God already has better for me. I'm just catching up to it, And so I just have to continue to believe that better is on the way, and everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. And I will be at peace in my mind, my body, and my soul. So I don't have to continue to allow the little voices that tell me I can't do it. I can't allow them to take control and break me. I have to know that I can do it and believe it. And better is on the way. So that's all for today. So we're going to wrap up today's episode 9. Depression won't break me, because yes, it will not break me today, tomorrow, or no other day. I'm going to keep moving, keep going, and keep striving for greatness, because I am great. And you are great too. I wish you all a blessed Wednesday, a blessed week, a blessed weekend that's coming up. And I just hope that my experience and my story helps you on your healing journey as well. All right. Remember, I got to always tell you where you can listen to Unapologetically Shaun. You can listen to us, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor, Amazon Music, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Audible, and each and every Wednesday at midnight on my YouTube channel, Life with Shaun. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel too, because I really do post some great videos of inspirational travel. I haven't traveled in a while, but when I get back to traveling, I do travel, lifestyle, all that type of content I do over there. So go check me out. All right. Bye.